Okay, Jose is fixed to start running the rotary hammer. We're going to drill holes through the foundation just into the soil. We don't just keep drilling, we drill just below the soil. And then under pressure, we'll inject termiticide underneath that slab because the termites are bad about coming up in these expansion joints right here. They like being sandwiched between pieces of concrete. And so it's important to get this done. And so we'll drill it under pressure, we'll treat it. We use Termidor HE, especially on Formosan termites. Just have to do that particular chemical. It's one of the only chemicals that'll stop them. If you try Home Depot stuff, you're wasting your time. But anyway, we'll treat it and seal the holes back neatly with cement. And then around here is where they're, one of the places that they're coming up. This is a tunnel right here. You can see, and one of the easiest ways you can tell it's Formosan termites is one, there's a lot of them. They come out by the hundreds, and then on top of that, they're a little aggressive. Then they bite onto you. Yeah, that's your clue right there. If you will tolerate that, they'll bite onto you, and that tells you that they're Formosan. And then you'll see this white excrement that comes out. And that's them defending themselves from insects like other insects and birds and lizards and things like that. There's a lot of things that like to eat termites, but they won't eat these guys because this excrement that they put out will stop that from happening. So they're pretty good at defending themselves. And so that's one of the ways you can know it's them. But anyway, they're right there and they're along here, and you'll find them a lot of times by these drain lines because there's water dropping here all the time. Even on a hot summer day when it's dry, there's going to get dew and it's going to drop right here. The dew's dropping through here, so they got water all the time. These guys are more like swamp termites. They are looking for water all the time. And so you'll find them around sewer drain lines, downspouts, and you see those cracks right there? That's what I keep saying, these cracks. You'll hear me say that again and again. They love being sandwiched between two pieces of concrete. So you got to get in there, dig out underneath there and get the chemical in there and break up all the tunnels, because those tunnels are pretty much waterproof. Otherwise they'd drown when it rains. So they have to be protected. So that's what they do. And if that chemical doesn't penetrate into those tunnels, they'll keep going up and down, up and down. You've got to get the chemical in there, or you're just wasting your time. So what we'll do is we'll dig a trench here. We've gotten started a little bit along here, but we're going to dig out deeper here and get underneath those cracks. As you can see, we drill and dig a trench along here. All your attached concrete gets drilled, and then your slab gets trenched out. But see all these cracks here? We got to get down below there really good, because these imperfections in concrete is where they find their way in. If you could x-ray a normal residential foundation, you would see how many imperfections there are. There's honeycomb, cracks, lots of cracks in certain parts of town, air bubbles, all kinds of ways that they can get. And not to mention, and we'll go inside and I'll show you this, the penetration in the slab from the plumbing. Your drain lines, I mean, nowadays they're running all kinds of plumbing through the foundations, making it even more difficult. A home of this age here, built in the 70s, pretty much only your drain lines will be through the foundation. They won't run the hot and cold water pipes. Not often anyway. But anyway, this is our good start and an idea of what we do on the exterior. And we'll take you to the interior here in just a minute and let you know what's going on in there. We got some real work to do inside on this one.